Did you say the best?
Fortunately, there's one more.
Oh, lucky them. Hi, good evening. I'm here as a WPEA staff for Alyssa Call. I'm going to read a statement that we had sent out to our members in response to the vaccine mandate decisions that have come after our contract bargaining session this year. The title is Vaccine Mandates, the Governor's Executive Orders, and the New Contract Vaccines and WPEA Representative Employees. Since the pandemic began, the Governor has put in place various executive orders requiring employees to be vaccinated for COVID-19 or to have a valid exemption from the vaccine or an approved accommodation in order to remain employed. WPEA does not have a contractual requirement to be vaccinated in higher ed. The vaccine requirements have been the result of the Governor's executive orders. On November 1st, 2022, these executive orders expired. When that happened, higher education employers were free to lift the vaccine requirements for employees. Some employees filling certain positions may still be required to be vaccinated. For example, employees in positions funded by specific grants may continue to require vaccinated employees, childcare, correctional industries, those sorts of things. As with other employers, higher education employers may decide to have certain rules and requirements that are stricter than what is required by the law. Next year, on July 1st, 2023, the terms and conditions of the new higher education contract between WPEA and the state of Washington will be in effect. All contracts are a compromise. There are contract changes we do like that go along with the contract changes that we most certainly do not like. The 2023-2025 higher education contract is no exception. This contract, unlike our current contract, will require vaccination for COVID-19. To be clear, the employer's higher education bargaining team, which we collectively call Olympia, which included representatives from colleges covered by our contract, insisted that the new contracting vaccine requirement for employees. As bargaining was drawing to a close and the WPEA bargaining team was still refusing to agree to any vaccine requirement in the new contract, the bargaining team for the employer, which includes the employer's representative here from Olympic College, insisted that the vaccine requirement for employees be tied to certain economic benefits. For example, the $1,000 lump sum payment to employees who received the COVID-19 booster would only be included in the contract if the vaccine requirement for employees was included. The WPEA bargaining team, including classified staff from various colleges, debated and deliberated long and hard and passionately on this. Not only was this a demand from the employer in their last, best, and final offer, but the bargaining team understands that the overwhelming majority of our existing members are in fact already fully vaccinated, as they were forced to do for this state. Some unions welcome the additional lump sum income for their members. WPEA's bargaining team was not going to turn down additional income available to our over 90% of our members if they choose to get boosters, despite other unions making the decision to deny their members that same opportunity. In the end, the higher ed bargaining team decided that the economic benefit to our members who had already been under the vaccine requirement for more than 2 years was too great to pass up. The higher ed team decided to go with the economic payments on the table that the employer team had made clear would only be available if a vaccine requirement was also included. The higher ed team represented the interest of our existing members, and WPEA members ratified the agreement by an overwhelming majority. The administrations of some colleges are stating that the WPEA required vaccines in the new contract. To be clear, this is not true. The vaccine requirement was an employer demand from the very beginning of negotiations. The only way the higher ed bargaining team could get the employer to agree to a contract that did not include a vaccine mandate was to agree to a contract with a lower economic package to our members. The higher ed bargaining team is charged with negotiating the best possible contract for our members. The financial loss of this choice was not one that the higher ed bargaining team was willing to make. The health and safety of our employees is critical. If you have any questions about the new contract or anything else, go ahead and give me a holler, Deb Monta, or contact our WPEA CAD administrator, Amanda Hacker. Thank you.
Lastly, we have introduction.